Moving
Woo,
on up.
Japan says no to Western influence now. Listen, we all know is very stubborn. So this does not surprise me that they said, no, we're not taking on any influence from any other place. We're going to protect what we've always done and what we will do. That sounds just like Nintendo. They just burrowing along with the same shit, probably just looked a little different. But anyway, yes. And this comes after, last week we reported that Toei, is that how we say it? Animations are set to
Chloe.
spend $3.2 billion expanding anime and all that. So in a week later they said, hey, I know we said we put money in the stuff, but don't think we gonna act different just because we trying to expand to China and everybody else. We don't care about your feelings. And right on them. Listen, anime, it has did a certain shift from the 90s to the 2000s to where we at now. That is as far as it's going to go. They're not going to do no censorship. They're not going to, I guess, butter down the flavor of anime. And right on them. I think they should stand 10 toes down in what they've done and what brought them to this point. Even though they have changed a little bit without admitting it. Because I remember Dragon Ball Z. It used to be some cussing and, Goku was playing with Bulma's underwear. And, it's a good time. It was a good time. But they don't do that nowadays. But what do you think about this news of Japan pushing back and saying, hey, we're not taking on no Western influence?
I am happy, and it's about damn time. So I'm gonna give a quick little synopsis. In the U.S., we have had a real paradigm shift of how people think, view, feel certain pop culture things, and one of them has been heavy censorship on people's customs, ideals, and Japan has just said, hey, we tired of this shit. I didn't get a chance to look up, but there were a few games throughout the recent years that where Europe and Asian markets got a version, the US
Yeah.
market was censored, and it was due to them fearing certain backlash from certain demographics complaining and etc. And they're just like, you know what, we don't care, we do not care, we will not hold back our creativity, our customs, and our way of life because of your insensibilities and you getting caught up in your emotions. No, we're not doing it no more. And I'm happy for it. I'm happy for it because it started around the PS4 generation. Certain games came out in PS4 version, she had a little bit more clothes on, but then the Nintendo Switch version was full on, full on, as it was intended. And you saw a shift. You saw people buying up Nintendo Switches more or Nintendo Switch versions of the games more. No one wants censorship. Why do I have to suffer because you don't want to offend somebody who probably ain't even buying the fucking game?
Yeah.
That between the anime as well, because hey, my cousin, she ain't lying. Hey, look here. I remember a time when Dragon Ball Z, when they would hit each other, there was no sweat. It was blood.
Yeah.
There were scars.
They were
And this
cussing
goes back
too.
to this goes back to a previous topic we had on an older show, the golden age of anime. You had animes where people were getting unalived and they did not come back. Yo, he was gone. And they showed the unaliving live. It didn't happen off camera and it's some
Oh
cheap
yeah.
dialogue exposition. You saw him. You saw him. And then as time went on and the popularity grew, certain people, oh, it's too graphic. Okay, well then don't watch it then. Why are you
Yeah.
watching something you don't
Yeah.
agree with?
Just because it's
You
in
know?
animation doesn't mean it's for kids, like 5-year-olds. Like, look,
Oh, no.
nah,
Oh no.
get out of here.
But I am happy to see Japan taking this stance because even the merch, in a sense, was tamed down a little bit
Mm.
because of it's got to go to the U.S. And for people who do not know, the United States is the biggest for so many products, for video games, for anime, for clothes. The U.S. It's why
Collectibles,
so
yeah.
many people bring their products here because we are a nation of consumers. We consume. Now that's not a bad thing. It ain't really a great thing. But I'm just letting you know, hey, Japan, I'm here with you. As my cousin said, stand 10 toes down. Tell Western audience, hey, you don't like it, don't buy it. Plain and simple, because best believe more Dragon Ball is coming, more anime, more booby collectible statues. I'm here for it all. I will say this, I just don't know what took them so long.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I mean, I know they said, they pouring billions into the thing, and I think that made some people nervous because they said they're expanding, trying to put studios across the world and this, that, and that. So I guess this did make some consumers, especially in Japan, a little concerned. But hey, I mean, this is coming straight for Japanese developers and anime studios. This is what they're saying. They're saying we don't care about anybody's feelings. And I didn't know this, but Western studios, they're the biggest pushers of editing things and tone changes and
Yes,
content
yes.
removals. I didn't really realize that we are the biggest one across the globe. I always
We're
thought it
part
was
of the
China.
problem.
Yeah, I thought censorship was a problem in China, but I guess it ain't just China. It's everybody. Everybody got a piece of it. But protect the Japanese artists and the creators over there. Listen, protect them first. They say, hey, we're doing Japanese style first, and we always gonna keep them in the forefront. I mean, listen, hey, I love when people stay 10 toes down and they don't give a damn about nobody else's opinion. Because listen, if I make a product and what my beliefs are, I'm not really moving. You ain't gonna move me. So we all know Japan people can be very stubborn, and I just like that they're stay in the status quo. Kudos to them. Yeah, they said, hey,
Actually,
we
you
might.
know what? You made me think of something. This comes off of the hills, as you reported, the Toei animation, investing the billions of dollars, but also this comes at a time where it seems Japan is having a renaissance in a sense. You have
Mm,
Nintendo and
yeah.
Sony making specific consoles just for that Japanese market. You have now the anime studios like, hey, we ain't catering, shifting our creativity to appease anybody else anymore. They're all seeming to close in like, hey, we're gonna take care of the home first before we
Mm-hmm.
take care of anyone else.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because the Japanese culture or their however you want to put it, their economy. There we go. I'm sorry, drawing a blank. Their economy is not great right now. The yen is very very bad, and I'm not gonna say that they're having as much problems as we are, or they probably might be probably worse. I'm not sure because I don't know the conversion rate, but I do know the yen is real bad in Japan right now. So it seems everyone Japanese culture wise is buckling down and say, hey, fuck everybody else. We take care of us because guess what? That's all we got. Everyone else ain't gonna do it. So now all this news makes sense. What Nintendo did with the Switch 2, Sony now with the PlayStation, Toei like, hey, we about to pump into all of this because, hey, once again, you may not know, animation is a huge tourist drive to
Yeah.
Japan. Dragon Ball is a huge tourist drive to Japan. They
Yeah,
make
all
Buku
their
Shina,
IP is really like
all of that, from
yeah.
Gundams to toys,
Oof.
all of that. I can see why
Pokemon.
they're like, hey, oh, Pokemon. I can see why they're like, hey, we about to focus on us and we're gonna ride this out. And Japan is very big on the camaraderie of their nation.
Yeah.
If one starts it, everyone follows suit.
Yeah.
So this is not in a sense
Yeah.
surprising, but all I gotta say is, what took y'all so long?
I think this is coming up from the top down. I don't know who the people are in charge over there, but I think no studio, no animation studio is going to make this bold comment without having the backing of the top people in the country. And you do make some valid points about them catering to the Japanese market more now than they ever done. I think in recent years that I can remember, because having region lock system that is budget friendly is kind of unheard of, especially in a time where they rose the price of all the consoles around the world, and Japan got a budget friendly one that's region locked, But hey, listen, I'm all for it. Let me know in the comments what you think about, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I think this is a good thing, especially for anime. Listen, let
I
these
think it's a
creators
great thing.
create. Yeah, let them have the freedom and the room to create. And that's when we, as anime watchers, gamers, are going to get the best product, when you let the person have the room to create what they want to create. I mean, like my cousin said, if you don't like it, you have the choice not to play it or watch it. That's your freedom as a civilian or a consumer. Listen, so kudos to them. 10 toes down. Love to see it. Can't wait for my next trip to Japan.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, are you not entertained?